In the earlier session, we have seen the characteristic table, the modified characteristic table and the excitation table and the raise around condition in JK flip-flop. So, in the last session, I have missed out this characteristic equation of JK flip-flop, which we will see now. Okay, so from the characteristic table, it is seen that you have the output for 2, 3, 4 and 6. So, accordingly, we will go in for the two cell grouping. What will be the expression for this? It is Q bar, first data is matching, so J plus, for this grouping it is Q, the first variable is not matching, the second variable is matching, so it is K bar. Okay, now this defines the characteristic equation of your JK flip-flop. Now we will move on to your T flip-flop. Okay, so as I already told you, in JK flip-flop, if I am going to connect both the inputs together, then it results in the T flip-flop. Okay, when moving to the logic diagram, the same thing, J and K is there, just connect it to a single pin, then it becomes the toggle flip-flop or T flip-flop. So, whenever I am going to connect both the inputs to one, T will have the input as, that is J and K inputs are connected to only one input, that is T. Now, the T can have the value only, it is a single variable, right? So, it can have the only either 0 or 1. So, whenever I am going to have 0 or 1, what does it infer? From the JK flip-flop table, the first condition and the last condition vanishes. Okay, so whenever I am going to give 0, it is going to reset my flip-flop. Whenever I am going to give 1, it is going to set the flip-flop. So only these set and reset conditions are available in your T flip-flop. Thus, T flip-flop eliminates the raise around condition which you see in the JK flip-flop. Okay, so whenever I am going to make my input as 0, what will happen? So, whenever I am going to make this value as 0, this AND gate will be disabled. Okay. So, in that case, both the AND gates will be disabled and you will not be getting the output. So, when the present state or when your input is 0, it is the no change condition. Okay. Whenever I am going to give the value as 1 here, then in that case, clock pulse is also given. If you want, you can include the clock pulse also. Okay. So, when the clock pulse is 1, suppose we will assume the previous state is already there is 1. Okay. No change condition. So, when I am going to give the input as 1, both the AND gates are going to be enabled. Whenever it is going to move through this, what will happen? R. So, according to the NOR gate principle, if any one of the input is 1, it changes to 0. Okay, and again when this condition is occurring, it will just go on changing. So, this is your toggle condition. That means, whenever I am going to give the input as 1, my output is going to be a toggling condition. Whatever is my present state, that is going to get toggling, that is complementary state. Okay, now we will move on to the characteristic table. What is characteristic table? Given the present state and the input, if you are going to compute the next state, that is your characteristic table. So, now you just write the conditions, that is my input is 0 and 1, 0 and 1. The present state can be 0, 0 or it can be 1, 1. In this condition, when my input is 0, the no effect is there on the output. So, whatever is your previous state, that gets retained. But what is the condition? When my input is 1, depending upon my present state, my next state toggles to 1. That is what we have seen. 0 means it changes to 1, 1 means it changes to 0. Same condition. Now, so when the present state is 1, but my input is 0, whatever is the state here, it has been copied here. Why? Because it is a no change condition. So, when the input is 0, whatever is the previous state is carried on to the next state. Next, when both the, that is when my T is 1, what happens? When T is 1 only, the output you are getting, right? So, when T is 1, initially the present state was 1 which changes to 0. That is, it is a toggling state. Based on this characteristic table, we will write the characteristic equation by plotting it on the K map, right? So, what is the value? 0, 1, 2, 3. So in the place of 1 and 3, I am having the output. So in the place of 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, in place of 1 and 2, you are having the output. So it is a single cell grouping. So what will be a Qn plus 1 equation? It is nothing but Q bar into T plus Q into T bar. How I can write this? A B bar plus A bar B. So it is of the form Q XOR T. So this is your characteristic equation A B bar plus A bar B. Now based on this characteristic table, we will write the excitation table. So what is the condition? 0, 0, 0. For 0, 0, the input is 0. For 0, 1, the input is, for present state as 0, the next state and 1, the input is 1. Now moving on to the next condition, 1 and 0. So for 1 and 0, what is the input? 1. 1, 0 condition, it is 1. Next is, if it is going to be 1, 1 condition, in that case, the output is going to be, that is, in this case, the input is going to be 0. So just remember for the excitation flip-flop, just to remember while you are, because you have to remember all the 4 flip-flops, 0, 1, 1, 0. So 6. Okay. So that is just a shortcut, okay, when you are writing your excitation table. So whenever you are writing your characteristic table, from which you can write your excitation table. Okay. So you are getting the excitation table and the expression for your characteristic table. Thank you. So in the next class, we will be seeing about the master slave JK flip-flop. Thank you.